Yep. As we know, you've already started your victory lap with Jokic losing 2 straight to Golden State.
Yeah.
You clearly don't think he's MVP.
Yeah.
But he's going against the Warriors alone.
Uh-huh.
What's your problem with this guy?
All right, you know what? I want to do this once and for all because by the next time we talk, the Nuggets might be done. They might already be eliminated from everything. So let's just blow out the rest of the rundown. Demonte, sorry about your prep about CP3's legacy and the Mavs to the finals. We're not doing any of that. Okay. We're just going to spend 10 minutes right now, and I'm going to give the cogent final Nikola Jokic take. Because I'm sick of this being misrepresented, and I have the benefit of knowing with utter certainty, with every fiber of my being, that history is going to judge this opinion favorably. And so here's all I've ever said about Nikola Jokic over the last couple of years. He is an excellent player. No one can deny he is an excellent player. I have not denied he is an excellent player. However, I felt last year that he was being elevated to a place a step or two above where he actually was. Instead of excellent player, he was league MVP. And last year, I didn't like it, but I understood it. I, in fact, last year said he would be second on my ballot because LeBron got hurt, Embiid got hurt. I said I would have Chris Paul first. People wanted to give to Jokic. My general pushback was not just that I thought Chris Paul was better, but league MVPs in all of NBA history, with one glaring exception, are supposed to terrify their opponents in the postseason. I didn't feel like Jokic did that. You can call it a regular season award, but what also is true is the way we've been doing it for 70 years in this league. And Demonte, you know how much I care about this. I did a damn recitation of every MVP in order. Yeah. I think it's the most prestigious professional award in sports, NBA MVP. I think it matters. And when we're doing the rankings of players, MVP and top 5 finishes really, really matter. And I thought last year, Chris Paul deserved it. Instead, Jokic got it. And then a great confluence of events. Chris Paul and Jokic play in the postseason. Chris Paul's unbelievable. They sweep the Nuggets, and Jokic gets kicked out of the final game. But I dealt with it. Guy who I thought should come in second came in first. It happens. You have bad MVPs given, right? Karl Malone won one he shouldn't have. It happens. But then this year is where it got truly batshit crazy. Because this year, we changed all of the rules, literally and figuratively, for how we have done MVP voting since the media's been voting for 40 years to make an exception for Jokic. So nobody that was a 6 seed or worse had won MVP except for Russell Westbrook, and we'll get to him in a moment. Jokic was the 6 seed all year long. And they were like, no, he has to be the MVP. And then at the same, I'll give you a great example of why, to me, it had gone so crazy. Bill Simmons, who I have a lot of respect for, voted Jokic MVP. He also said on the same podcast that he said he's voting Jokic MVP, that he thought the Nuggets were the single worst team in the Western Conference playoffs. And I'm sitting here saying, guys, that's never how NBA MVP has worked, ever. Where you could be the now back-to-back MVP, the best player in the league 2 years in a row, and everyone thinks your team stinks. This isn't baseball with Mike Trout. You're on the court 40-plus minutes. You play both ends. And the only response was, look at the advanced numbers. Look at the advanced numbers. They said I was an idiot if I said, listen, I think there's 7 or 8 guys in this league better than him. Still a top 10 player. But if you're asking players, and at some point, players' opinions have to matter. Who scares you in the postseason? I think Giannis's name gets mentioned. I think Kawhi, when he's healthy, his name gets mentioned. Obviously Durant. Obviously Steph. Obviously, I feel LeBron.
Well, how scary would those teams be if they were missing their second and third best guy?
Okay.
You know, how's he? He's not going to beat the Warriors alone.
No, you're right. He's not going to beat the Warriors alone. But at the very least, first of all, put up a good showing. Don't get ejected again. Have fewer points, fewer rebounds, fewer assists. Your field goal percentage go down by 10 points in the postseason. When Russ was the 6 seed and won MVP, it was a bad MVP. It was a bad vote. But That postseason, he went 37, 12, and 11. He had a 50-point triple-double. They won a game, and 3 of their losses were by 6, 4, and 2 points. He at least was competitive. But it's not one MVP. It's a back-to-back MVP. And a back-to-back MVP should never be an underdog in round 1. It's never happened.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.